Hello and welcome, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Lunch with Lisa. I am Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. And today I wanted to talk about distraction. There are many distractions happening in the world today, in case you hadn't noticed. All of these things that distract us from our own well-being. Well-being is natural. Well-being is normal. Being healthy and happy is normal. It is what is natural for us as beings. But however, in today's society, we are inundated with so many messages to the contrary. Messages about disease and pandemics and riots and all different kinds of things that draw our attention away from the well-being at hand. We are creator beings and we create reality for ourselves. So well-being actually is a creation, as is disease. The law of attraction tells us that what we place our attention on is what the universe will give to us. So what we focus on increases. So if we're not able to focus on our well-being, we can't create it. In order to experience well-being, you have to be able to place your attention on it. You have to focus. And you have to be able to focus on it until it just becomes totally natural, that anything other than well-being becomes unnatural and gains your attention so that you can clear it out. So as we create reality, what we place our attention on is what we create. It's what we experience. So in this day and age, look at all of the things in the external world that grab our attention, and all of these things that run contrary to well-being. We have a pandemic on our hands, supposedly, but that runs contrary to the natural well-being that we already possess. So if we are so focused on what's happening that we lose track of our own well-being and we get sucked up into the fear and the doubt and the worry and the rioting and injustice and all of those things, if we get caught up in those things, they take our attention, they take our focus. And then when we start focusing on those things amplify. And as those external things that don't feel good amplify, our own well-being starts to diminish. So it is of utmost importance to be able to focus on the well-being that is ours by nature. So what are some of the things that have you distracted from your well-being? Disease is a major distraction, right? When we are focused on disease, when somebody's given us a diagnosis or we've diagnosed ourselves or we've figured that there must be something wrong with us, when our focus is on the dis-ease, we keep generating more and more of that. Even if we think that we're healing ourselves by fighting a disease, the focus is still on disease. In order to create well-being, the focus has to be on well-being. You cannot create well-being while you're focused on dis-ease. It simply doesn't work. Simply by the laws of physics, it doesn't work. We are creators of our reality. So it's imperative to be able to focus on the reality that you want to create. So if you want to create vibrant, radiant health, then first of all, you've got to be able to imagine it, because we create with our imaginations. Whatever we're imagining in the moment is what we're focused on. So if we're focused and imagining all kinds of doomsday scenarios, then guess what we're creating? We have to stop focusing on the doomsday scenarios and start imagining, start focusing on the new earth at hand, on the well-being, on the peace, the ease, the harmony, the beauty that is all around us, but that we're not focused on because we're distracted by everything else that's going on, by all of the confusion and chaos in the world. So how can you start to change your focus? How can you start to diminish your focus attention to the outside world and start focusing on the inside, where all of the peace, the ease, the harmony, the well-being, the balance, all of those things are sourced from within. We have to be able to become harmonious inside ourselves in order to experience harmony in the external world. We have to find the well-being inside in order to experience well-being in the external reality. We have to find peace on the inside in order to experience peace in the external reality. Because everything is coming from our consciousness. We are each our own individual consciousness, but we are also plugged into the collective consciousness. So the big story, the big picture is being created, generated through the collective consciousness. But our individual lives are being created from our individual consciousness. And if we are so plugged in to what's going on in the external world, we simply plug into the collective consciousness, and we then generate more and more dis-ease through the collective consciousness. So it's of the utmost importance to be able to start disconnecting from the collective consciousness and return to your individual consciousness. That's where all of your power is. All of your power lies inside. And you are a grand creator being. You are more powerful than you have ever been allowed to know. You have the power to create anything you desire. You have to be able to place your attention on it. You have to stop allowing yourself to get distracted. And one of the biggest things that is a distraction right now is this pandemic that's going on, where all the time we're hearing of COVID playing this up, are drawing our attention to that. So we're simply generating more and more and more of that, because so many of us, so much of the collective consciousness is focused in that direction. What we focus on is what we create and generate. So how can you personally tune down your focus on the external reality and amplify your focus on your internal well-being? What you focus on increases. So make sure that you are focused in the direction that you would like to go. Peace, ease, joy, harmony, beauty, balance, remaining neutral, uncharged by the external reality. Fear is a massive distraction. It is the number one thing that will disempower you the fastest. And is the one thing that will start generating itself in your reality faster than you can shake a stick at. If you are in fear, that is a huge distraction from well-being. So turn your focus around. Don't allow yourself to get sucked up in the distractions. Start focusing within. Take your power back and start focusing on what you would like to experience so that the universe can start handing you the things that you want, rather than keep handing you things that you don't want because you're placing your attention on them. So well-being comes from within, and each and every one of us, no matter what the shape of your body is in this moment, you can create vibrant, radiant health. It's a creation. You don't have to heal the body, but you have to create the radiant health that you desire. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please pop them in the chat below. I will be monitoring this in the Facebook group. If you're listening to this on YouTube or somewhere else and you are not part of our Soul Sourced Healing Facebook group, come on over, join the tribe. Love to have you. And again, my name is Lisa Warner. I am the author of The Simplicity of Self-Healing. And I teach my clients how to create the health and well-being that they desire. So if you have been distracted by a disease and you would like to no longer be distracted by it so you can focus on the well-being at hand so you can create that, please reach out to me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you and let you know how I can help you with that. So thank you so much for joining me today. My website is connectingyoutoyou.com, spelled out in full. So connectingyoutoyou.com. Please come and join me. I help you connect to the wisdom of your soul to create ultimate well-being. So until next time, thank you for joining me and create for yourselves a great day. Bye for now.